Apollo Hospital Suneeta Reddy spoke to my colleague Ekta Batra at their flagship Indraprastha Hospital in Delhi NCR. She spoke about the digital business. Reddy says that teleconsulting, teleconsulting and condition managements are segments that should scale up. While in pharmacy space, the company has reduced discounts in the pharmacy business. Take a look at that.
We have a very strong pharmacy arm. So we have the largest offline pharmacies, which are 5,000. So this is currently a very strong pharmacy play. About next year, 75 to 80% of our revenues will be pharmacy online, and the balance will be between teleconsults as well as diagnostics. But more importantly, we're adding on condition management. And when you do condition management, you're actually looking after the well-being of your consumers.
Do you think that that has enough potential even after COVID, because teleconsulting, condition management had really come up during COVID on a digital scale, but is that expected to continue or even scale up?
No, certainly it will continue because, as you think of digital penetration and ease of use, it will scale up. So we've, while it peaked at 5,000 teleconsults during COVID, we still have 50% of them continuing. And I think it's all about patient engagement, where we want to be, we want to be in the entire life cycle of the consumer's healthcare journey, and so therefore I do believe it will continue.
Most of it is probably follow-on consulting and maybe even new streams such as mental health?
Certainly it is follow-up because the first consult, it's always good to have a physical consult, and then you interact and engage with the patient or the consumer in their healthcare journey. But beyond that, I think it's emergencies where they will need a specialist or they will need a doctor, and the fact that we're able to provide one in 20 minutes, I think makes a huge difference.
So one of the things which has been spoken about in terms of e-pharmacies is the kind of steep competition that we're seeing. For example, MedPlus had told us that, the first 3 orders by an online e-pharmacy, the discount is so high that it's difficult to sometimes compete with that. What is the kind of discounts provided by Apollo, and as compared to what the industry in the e-pharmacy space is providing?
So I think, we should not be compared to anyone in particular because we are different, and we are an omni-channel play. So we have 5,000 stores, and we also now with digital, we have 20 million downloads. So it's a combination of both, and I think this gives us a lot of flexibility. And so in terms of discounting, I think we've reduced discounting. We're probably at 18.5.
This is for online or offline?
For online. And of course, for us, our focus is re-engagement of the consumer. We don't want it to be a one-time transaction, and this is where we have a huge strength, because every customer who comes to our physical store is a repeat, he's a repeat customer online. Every person who engages with the hospital has a higher chance, will use the online pharmacy mode. So like in the telecom sector, there was deep discounting. And, and slowly it's been phasing out, because eventually, if you're in a business, you have to be able to show sustainability through profits. And that will happen in 24/7.
And brick and mortar, if 18% is online, what is offline discounting?
It depends, because circle customers who are frequent users, and they get a deeper discount rather than, the retail walk-ins.